When I started school in 2015, I was very excited. It was like a new chapter. Imagine like you're opening a book and you've built the foundation of the story, and now you're about to go into the unknown, into the mysterious. People have hyped it up. It is gonna be so fun. I enjoy my first like 7 years of school. I enjoy them very much, and I'm about to change. I don't know how this translates into the English or American school, but I'm essentially 13 years old. I'm going into what we call like high school or whatever. And it's just chaos. I don't like it at all. And I feel like Gen Z, the generation that I'm in, school has been a failed thing for us. I know that this might sound a bit cliche and everybody is gonna say it in their generation that school was worse or better, and I'm trying to pinpoint something here. Mental health issues are through the roof. Our ability to focus has plummeted. Our health is not great. We don't know how to take care of ourselves, but still we're the generation who's most interested in personal development, finances, and taking care of our future. It seems to be this great divide in people where some people are going to take full responsibility with the internet because we have infinite knowledge. And some people seem to just become addicted to all of these things who've been hardwired and engineered to steal our focus, to steal our happiness. I'm not saying this because I want this video to be some negative video that's just gonna like complain. But what I'm saying here is that we have to reclaim what is supposed to be ours. A peaceful life is supposed to be ours. You're probably young. Even if you're not young and you feel this, it does not matter. It is your obligation to turn your life into something meaningful, to turn yourself into something that you want to be. How do we do it? How do we cultivate a positive experience of life? I had anxiety for an extraordinary amount of time, and it's been fluctuating. And there are times, probably in the future, where I'm going to have it again. But how I'm able to cope with it is through detaching myself away from the results. When you're able to take a step back from the external results and just pursue things for the internal meaning of things. I record YouTube videos, not for the subscribers, because then I would have quit long ago. I don't really do it to enhance my speaking skills, although it is a byproduct of it. I do it because I feel like there's an importance of spreading a message, even if just one individual can take away something from this video. I've won. I feel happy then. I feel at peace then. And with all of this in mind, what school teaches us to do, to relate this into the earlier point, it teaches us to handle life like a freaking scoreboard. We're not supposed to live life tracking all of our results. That's why all sorts of escapism has become the reality for most people. That's why most people are so addicted to short form content. It's a form of escapism that is so strong that it makes us like not feel anything else. We can't focus on anything else because it is so engaging. That's why people are watching TV. That's why people are addicted to alcohol and drugs. It is because we're trying to escape a reality. It's because we're trying to escape something that we feel like we're not prepared for. We don't know how to handle all of this. But the truth is that you can handle it. And you handle it by entering the present moment. You don't need to run a marathon. You don't need to do any of this. You just need to be in the present moment. And then you can sort out the foundation for then so that you can be able to make further progress. Hear me out on this. When you enter the present moment, this is how you do it. Ask yourself, what is the next thought that is going to pop up inside of my brain? Just be on your guard for that. and focus like on your breathing pattern, or I like to focus on my hands, like if I'm sitting like this or if I'm sitting like that, whatever. Just feel every single one of your fingers just touching the hands, and feel the life, feel the blood streaming through it, and try and relax to the deepest, but still being aware. And inevitably, a thought will pop up. Once that happens, I just want you to observe it. Just like, don't think anything about it. Don't be negative about it. Don't be hostile about it. But just focus on the present. This is how we tap out of this feeling of like, I need to get an A on this exam. I need to perform well on this essay. Because none of it matters, truthfully. If you feel like that's your life's purpose to go into a career, definitely do it. But have a sustainable relationship with the external things. What you put in is what you will get out. All of your inputs will cultivate an output, no matter what. It can be negative or positive, and it's all a matter of perception. It's a matter of awareness. If you have the awareness of the things that you can do right now, and you're able to really be present, you're gonna make the right decision. You're not gonna cheat on your diet. You're not gonna do something that is gonna ruin your future. Because why would you when you're present, when you're fulfilled in this very moment? And to tie this even further back into school, as I just mentioned, we become like everything is scored, everything is like a scoreboard, making money, this and that. But making progress on the less tangible external things is what is going to tip you over and gain you more momentum. Because once you improve your decision making by being present and by meditating, once you improve your ability to think clearer, that's when all of the external things are gonna put in. Because if you do something that most people don't, you're gonna get a different results because it's just input and output. Once you do the more of the intangible things, your life is never ever gonna be the same. So, if I could make one wish for school, if I could make one thing, just realize that it's not the entire world. The more you can spend time in the present, the better it is. The more you can be in this very moment, just enjoying the trees outside, just feel the life. They have like a consciousness. Not a consciousness, but they have something inside them. They have like a soul, and you can feel it by just looking at it. It might sound a bit weird, but just do it. Just observe things in your surroundings. And realize that just by being aware of all of this, it is going to help you not really care as much about the grades. The grades are gonna come if you put in the work, but it's gonna be fun putting in the work if you're present, because then you're not gonna be depleting your dopamine. You're not gonna be depleting your happiness and everything by doing all of these scientific side of things. For example, when you're scrolling, you're not gonna wanna scroll because you're at peace right now. And this is why I believe just school failed us so badly, because we're waking up and we're sleep deprived every single day almost. Today I have the luxury to start school, and I'm going to school very soon. I'm starting school a bit later, that's what I was supposed to say, but the more people we can gather on this path, the better it is. If you want to do the YouTube algorithm stuff, feel free to do it. Subscribe and everything, and please, if you want to further this path, join my free community in the top link in the description. I'll see you there. Thank you for watching.